Greetings, everybody. Thanks for the great feedback for the last video. Thank you for sending me your topics and your comments. I've gotten many questions over the last couple of weeks about what went on with Silicon Valley Bank. Can you please explain it in English? What do I need to be worried about? So I'll give it a shot. When you go into a bank and make a deposit, let's say you put $100,000 into the bank doesn't put all that money into a safe in the back room. They will lend it out to their customers. They will invest it to try to get a return on that money so they can pay the interest that they're paying you. Well, what happened on Silicon Valley was they had numerous customers try to withdraw their funds all at the same time. And what happened was they didn't have enough literally in the safe, so they had to go out to the market and sell those investments that they made with the deposits. The problem for the bank was the US Treasury bonds that they bought were substantially down in value. So they went public with that news. And once they went public, there was your proverbial run on the bank. All of the other customers got nervous and wanted to withdraw their funds at the same time. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, the FDIC, will insure your deposits up to $250,000, but many of those customers had more than that in the bank. So they were getting nervous that those deposits would be lost. Secretary of the Treasury, Janet Yellen, and the FDIC came out and said that they would guarantee and insure all of the deposits in the bank to try to stop the run on the bank. Banking, for the most part, deals with a lot of trust. You want to be sure that the money you deposit into a bank is there for you when you need it. Well, once that trust is lost, it can get very difficult to take it back. So what happened was 2 other banks failed as well. And the government right now is really trying to figure out what can they do to prevent more and more banks from having these runs. And just this week, the Secretary of the Treasury announced that they were considering insuring all deposits across all the banks across the United States. The problem with this is that there's trillions upon trillions of dollars sitting on bank balance sheets as deposits. It's almost mathematically impossible for the government to insure all of those deposits. So it's important that we do our research and we invest or we deposit our money with banks that we feel are stable. A couple of concerns that have come out over the last week: 2 globally large banks, Credit Suisse and Deutsche Bank, have had some issues, and the markets are getting a little bit nervous with those banks. So I will keep abreast and I will keep an eye on everything, make sure everything's okay. If you have any questions or comments, please email me, call me, keep the topic ideas coming, and I'll try to address them as quickly as I can. But for now, we think the banking issues have not gone away. I'm not so sure they're worse than they were, but we do have to be wary and we do have to watch out what's going on. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.